Mother said, if the Lord meant us to fly, he'd have given us wings. Good thing for Mother she was pretty. If she'd been a trifle less comely, the world may have been disinclined to let her comfort her small mind with the notion that there was a plan. That some higher being had a purpose behind all the inequity in the universe. Which of course is a lie. There is no order. There is no justice. There is no plan. What does chaos offer in the absence of fate? Free will. That which God does not offer can be had. For a price. I funded this entire operation on the spoils of enhancement serums and genetic plugins peddled to others ill-content to accept biology as nature made it. From the wealthy Dutch eccentric who wanted his sweat to smell like parsnips, to the warlord who would raise an army of lizard men.
Gongxian, that was yours?
Oh, you know Gongxian, Gale? Yes, that was mine. Didn't work out well for poor Yoon. Parsnip guy, though? Very happy. Sent a fruit basket just last week. And still, I spent every penny I had, and then some, on this.
Where do you want it?
In my private office, please. It's impossible not to think of Christmas.
So, you keep a crowbar in your desk.
I'd keep one in my pocket if I could. I love a lever. It's extraordinary. It's everything I hoped.
Is that what I think it is?
If you think it's an inhuman Terragenesis cocoon, then why yes, it is. It is everything I love, and everything I hate. It is evolution and chance, science and fate. Is it ticking? What have they done? What have they done? We have to get you out of here. Gale! Gale! We're going to get you out of here, my inhuman darling. We're going to get out, and I'm going to fix you. I'm going to fix us both. And when we're well, when we're strong, we're going to find whomever is responsible for this. And if there is a God, he will marvel at our cruelty.
Ow! Ow! He stepped on my toe. Iron Man just stepped on my toe in rocket boots.
Sorry, I didn't see you there, Spider. Kid? How did you even get in here?
Jarvis let me in. And how could you not see me? I'm standing right in front of you, dressed like a giant spider.
Yeah, well, that does not make you particularly unique in this.
Spider-Girl, what are you doing here?
Getting my toes broken. Carol, I need your help. Avengers help. It's my social studies teacher.
Anya, now is not a good time. We're in the middle of an inhuman pandemic.
Ain't got time to help you with your homework, kid.
Logan, I've got this. When Atilian fell, it triggered something. Something genetic. Human beings are cocooning, literally like caterpillars, and hatching out with powers. We're trying to deal with the fallout at the same time we develop a model to predict—
Do you think I live under a rock? Or don't have GNN alerts on my phone or something?
No, but I figured there must be some logical explanation for why you'd imagine we'd be able to help you with your schoolwork right now.
Are all adults idiots, or just my adults? Serious question. My social studies teacher is missing. He didn't show up for—
Have you called the police?
Yes, of course.
Carol, when you've got a moment?
Yeah. Give me a minute, Banner. One of the hardest parts of what we do is coming to terms with the fact that you can't help everyone all the time. It's especially hard to hear at your age, I know. You're young, you rile easily. But right now, in the light of the scale of what's happening, I think it's best that we let the police look for your teacher.
Carol.
1 second. You okay? You want to sit for a minute, maybe? Calm down?
Oh, sure. Of course, if you'd let me finish a sentence, you'd know that my social studies teacher cocooned. And if you could listen that long, maybe you'd know that 2 of your precious cocoons have been stolen! My teacher was cocooned. He was taken to the hospital for observation. 2 days ago, he and the guy in the bed next to him disappeared. I know you're busy and that what you're doing is important, but this is important too. I need your help to find them.
Carol.
I can't. Bruce and I are working out a...
I'll go!
Great, Jess. Natasha?
Already on it, Steve.
Okay, you two go with Spider-Girl. Everybody else back to work.
Hey, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I didn't let you finish.
It's okay. You're old. You rile easily.
Nice burn, kid. Punch it in.
Thank you, thank you. You're a spider, I'm a spider, she's a spider. You are named for the spider, right? And not like a really sad old lady who lost her...
I am named for the spider, yes.
Cool, so we're like Team Spider Lady. Team Lady Spiders? Or maybe in your case, Team Lady Spider.
Where are we going?
Down.
After that?
Well, I thought I could take you guys to the hospital where Mr. Schlickeisen was
A.I.M.
I'm sorry, what?
Advanced Idea Mechanics. We are taking this to A.I.M.
You know where A.I.M. is? The terrorist organization? The Avengers know where they are and they just let them exist?
You didn't get the memo. A.I.M. is legend now. Officially, we are not allowed to approach them at all.
But unofficially, we sometimes get tips about covert mobile operations and we don't act immediately because we don't want to know what the larger organization is up to more than we want to shut down the temp lab.
A.I.M. is crazy high tech. You can't just move equipment like that around every 2 weeks. That would cost like...
Did you think they were a non-profit? A.I.M. spends millions to make billions. If we were smart, we'd try to cut off their revenue streams instead of punching them out of existence.
But we're not, so what's the plan?
They are on partial power and limited sensors now. Secondary overload will fire in 30 seconds or so. We'll have 10 seconds of darkness before their backup generators restore everything.
10 seconds to incapacitate as many as we can and secure the rest so once the lights are up, we can get them to talk.
How are we going to make them talk? Is she always this terrifying?
Yep.
Go!
9.
8. 7.
6. 5.
4. 3.
2.
1.
Hi, what's your name?
Fred.
Congratulations, Fred. You get to tell us what A.I.M. knows about the 2 Terrigen cocoons kidnapped from Mercy General.
I could dose you and make you give up the goods, Fred, but frankly, she likes to do it the hard way.
The operation was a bust. One cocoon was dead. One was dead and the other... Ah!
Welcome to my parlor, ladies. How lovely of you to drop in. Trespassing. I could have you arrested. Wouldn't that be rich?
Where are the cocoons?
No, You're the interrogatee, not the interrogator. Why do you always do that?
Always? Have we met?
Oh, right. I'm sorry. That thing was getting hot anyway. Ta-da!
Kashmir Venema.
Oh, no way, nuh-uh, that is not her real name.
It's a sight more evocative than Spider-Girl, Miss Judgy Pants. Was Arachno Broad taken?
Sort of. What's a cashmere enema?
Venema, interdimensional arms dealer. She's partnered with alternate universe versions of herself to prey on the most base profiteering impulses of her fellow man all across time and space.
Right here, Widow. It's like you look inside and see the real me.
Where are the stolen cocoons?
One's dead, itsy bitsy. Process was too hard on him. You must have access to stock money. What will you give me for the living
Which
one?
one's dead?
Stop talking.
Mr. Schlickeisen. Is he...
Oh, tough luck, kid. I'm sorry. I'd offer you the body, but we already sold it.
No!
You know what? Changed my mind. Just kill them.
Murder 3 Avengers in cold blood, and you are going to be in a world of hurt, lady.
Yeah, see? I don't think so. First, you know damn well A.I.M has diplomatic status, and you are expressly forbidden from harassing us. And second, castle law. The minute you busted in here, I was entitled to confront you with lethal force. In fact, when these bad boys are done, I may well call the police to collect your remains. Or not, I don't know. It's a 3-day weekend, and I don't particularly want to spend it doing paperwork. Regardless, the first part's decided. Kill them!
3-day weekend. You got plans?
Yes, they'd involve beer and pizza and stealing dirty pictures off the internet.
I'm going to pretend you said that just to rile me.
It's the God's honest truth.
I know. But you've recorded data on that test every 2 hours of the last 48. And you're beat. I'm going to cut you some slack. How much longer?
20 minutes. Final reading, then I am out of here for 3 glorious mozzarella and pirate booty filled days.
You want me to hang out? You okay to drive?
Nah, I'm fine. Get home to your kids. I'll see you on Tuesday.
Yeah. Bob cut me loose early. He'll lock up. Should I meet you at the arcade?
Forget something? Or did you miss me, Therese?
Therese went home to the hubby, Bob. My name is Dr. June Covington. I'll be borrowing your facilities for the weekend. And dear man... I never miss.
Hi, my name is Naveria, I'm from Russia, and I voiced Black Widow in Black Widow Hawkeye Secret Ops comic dub movie on the HBO channel. When I think how I came to be interested in voice acting, I believe I have to thank my love for video games. It always fascinated me how a number of pixels comes to life when a character starts to have a character. It's just something I always thought fun to do, and I think it's just a dream job to have. What I would suggest for beginners? Well, I'm not sure I'm good enough myself, but there's a couple of things that helped me in my voice acting, and I guess I could share them with you. A very small thing that helped me is not wearing headphones when I'm recording. When I could better hear my own voice, it stopped being monotonous and robotic, much easier to control. I have no idea how all these pros in voice acting always wear headphones. Another thing that helped me, and I think it not only for voice acting, I think if you're into singing, drinking water and eating fruits before recording helped me personally because it cleared my voice. I know for some people it might not work because it can hurt your throat, but you can try and see if it will work for you. My favorite Avenger is Black Widow. She's cool, she's strong and independent woman, and she's Russian. Unfortunately, I haven't done many voiceovers. Most of projects I participated in are either very small or never even seen the light of the day. One project that I could mention though is a Skyrim follower mod, a character named Livia, which is an Imperial warrior. And in the last update of this mod, you can marry her. Thank you very much for your attention. Bye!
What is up? My name is Sarah, and I am a voice actress primarily here on this channel, DHVO, because I am a full-time student. I don't have a lot of time to be sitting down and doing a bunch of auditions with my microphone and everything. So mainly when Daryl asks me to do little spots here and there, minor characters in ongoing series, or just extra roles, I do that. And because of that, my rap sheet is way too long for me to say every single role I've done, so I'm just going to talk about some of my favorites. One of them being Kitty from Teen Titans Go. That was so much fun to do because she's so opposite of my personality in general, so just getting to play a villain like that was so cool. Another one is Yayoi Kurizuka from the Psycho-Pass English dub. Even though that project didn't go super far, I loved playing Kurizuka so much. She didn't say a lot, but she was my first main character role that I ever got, a consistent role, so that was really cool. Another one is Kanoichi from the Samurai Champloo manga dub. I was only in one chapter of that, but I think that was the first time I had so many lines in a manga dub or a video in general, and I thought that was so cool, even though I was recording on my crappy little phone at the time, and it might not have sounded great. Next, I want to talk about playing Husk on X-Men Regenesis, which is a role I'm still currently playing. That was difficult because I have to do the southern accent and I can't do a southern accent well. I'm so sorry for anyone who has a southern accent and I'm offending you so badly. I'm really sorry, but yeah, that was another one. The last role I want to talk about is Harper Lee from the Batman Court of Owls comic dub, and that one was special to me, even though I only had one line, I recorded on my phone, sent it in, because that was my first ever voice acting role I got, and it was super cool, ever actually. And I remember sitting in school, watching this whole thing for an hour and loving it. By the way, I love Batman, so watching this whole comic dub thing, and I remember hearing my one line out of that whole hour, and I was like, holy shit, that is me, and that was insane. Okay, and I lied, that is not the last role I'm talking about, I'm so sorry. The last role I'm going to be talking about is obviously not a minor role. It is me playing Anya Corazon in the Avengers Assemble comic dubs. That is holy freaking shit, that's so cool to me. I like comic books a lot, I like superheroes. I played other superheroes in DC and Marvel for this channel. Again, I say for this channel, but to get a main role like Anya Corazon in this particular comic section thing of Avengers Assemble is so cool because I actually genuinely really love everything I've read from it, because I only read it after I got the role. It was so cool. Okay, so I'm gonna stop talking about all that. How did I get into voice acting? Well, I grew up loving cartoons, and I always admired voice actors because of my deep love for cartoons. And it's always been, I think, the closest thing I'll ever get to being an actual cartoon character is being a voice actress. So that sounds pretty cool to me. I'm also very into stage acting, so I thought it would be fun to explore voice acting as well. I'm currently do shows with my school and stuff, it's just for fun, nothing professional or anything. And I would record things on my phone for a while before I really started getting into, and I was really extra. I bought a Blue Yeti microphone. No one has to buy like an expensive mic to start voice recording. Like I said, I started submitting lines for this particular channel recording on my phone, and the quality was so bad, but again, so grateful to Daryl for like still giving me a chance. So yeah, I'm actually reading stuff off my notebook, and okay, I think the next one was tips for any up-and-coming voice actors. Honestly, you do not have to be the most professional voice actor. You don't have to have like the hugest range. I'm telling you this now. Just focus on really bringing life into whatever character you're portraying. In this way, I think it's so similar to stage acting, because in stage acting, we have to do all this stuff for characterization, answer a bunch of questions in character, and I think that once you yourself really get into the character, the voice will just come naturally to it. And also, of course, work on your enunciation. That is so important in both voice acting, especially voice acting, because you know, it's voice acting, it's just your voice, and stage acting. A good tip for this: open your mouth really big and make sure you're pronouncing your end consonants. That is so important to be like clearly understood. I don't know if I'm doing it well right now. I'm probably over enunciating everything, but yeah, that's all I really have to say. I think there were a few other questions that I'm just gonna roll through. One of them was like, what's your favorite Pokemon? It's Piplup. Yeah, it's my favorite Pokemon. Who's your favorite Avengers member? I think that was one of them. I don't actually have a favorite Avengers member, I don't think, at least. I guess I would say Spider-Man. Honestly, I love Spider-Man so much. He's Far From Home is one of my favorite movies of all time. Probably my favorite Marvel movie. Who was my I think one of them was who's your favorite Justice League member? I know Nightwing doesn't count as a Justice League member. Neither does Zatanna, and those are my favorite DC characters of all time. So as for Justice League member, I'm gonna have to say Batman, because I'm just such a huge fan of the Bat family. And I don't remember if there are any other questions, because I am a part of a bunch of different series, so it's all different. Oh, I remember one. My favorite Teen Titan is Raven. So yeah, I think that was all the questions that I can remember right now off the bat. So yeah, thank you so much for listening, for watching this, Comic Dub episode. Sorry if this is like super long and you're not interested in what I have to say, but yeah. Bye!
What would you say if you could only say just one simple phrase for the rest of your life? What would you tell the people around you who are your subjects, your cousins, your allies? What would you say? Just one thing. And you'd shout it across the world so that everyone could hear.
I'm scared, Grandmother.
There's no reason to be afraid, Tanaya. Everyone changes. That's how the world works.
But I don't want anything to change. Why does it have to?
Why don't you ask me again after tomorrow? I was scared when my turn came, just like you. In those days, the rules for Terrigenesis were different, not as they are now, with one single age requirement. If you ask me, it all makes a lot more sense these days. I was only 5 years old. I hadn't had all those extra years of preparation. so I had no comprehension of what was about to happen to me. I was such a tiny little childling. I thought I was going on some great big adventure. I didn't understand, you see. Oh, but as the Terrigen mists came around me, that was when I understood. It was just as if I had walked through a door that leads to the future. Such a feeling it is to find yourself on the other side.
And thus, we offer those who now graduate from childhood the gift of transformation. Do you enter the Terrigen mists of your own free will? And in so doing, do you take the first step into adulthood?
We do.
Then, under the eyes of your king, step forward and accept the burden of heredity.
Tonaha hears the ancient text from within her flux chamber. The words are strident, muted, pounding. That's just her heart racing. She tries to remember her instructions, to breathe slowly and allow the Terrigen mist to run over her. But she can't remember what she's supposed to do next. Her skin hurts. It wells upward, transforming, unlocking the genetic code so unique to her alone, making her tongue boil. She can't even remember her name. She succumbs under rolling waves of white. And when she breaks the surface, everything is much clearer than before. There are no others such as she. This is her moment, the time she was born for. The air ruffling her vestigial neck feathers is a familiar friend. She soars, learning the span of her wings. Imagine you could never make another sound, not for the rest of your life. Not a sigh, not a yawn, not a single word. Ever. Then, imagine you were given one chance to speak. What would you say? What would you say to the people of Atalan? This marvelous, isolated metropolis at the edge of human awareness. If you were their king, you might well speak of the irony in this, but to do so would result in catastrophe. Because your voice is so resonant that it reaches into some nameless, distant sonic range. Your slightest whisper has the power to level mountains. In truth, your people would scarcely hear your words. What would you say? Just one thing, and you'd shout it across the world so that everyone could hear. Relax.
You know, you're almost pretty in a proletarian kind of way. A gene tuck here or there after the Terrigenesis is done. I might not recoil in horror at the thought of being seen in your company. Huh. Alright, okay. Think, Dr. Covington, think. If you think it's an inhuman Terrigenesis cocoon, then why yes, it is. Wherever you came from, someone filled you with liquid explosives. Who would waste an invaluable Terrigen cocoon just to kill me? With a live Inhuman inside. Someone who thought the cocoon was empty, Someone who scanned it with everything they had and could not see anything inside. Because the man inside is machine invisible. What a magnificent enhancement for the 21st century. In a world of pervasive electronic surveillance, a man who cannot be seen by the state. The theories this opens up. Does Terrigen respond to the environment? Is there a chemical intelligence inside Terrigen? Oh, my lovely. There are things of yours I would very much like inside of me.
Shoot them!
Well, we are not going to get any more out of them thanks to Spider Baby here.
I'm sorry, what? I made a smart move. I asked for help. Everything that happened afterwards was dumb, and that's on you.
Did you, Spider Girl, just insult my intelligence?
Lady, you are made of dumb. You got us tied to chairs. Your rep is all ooh, spooky James Bond, and you got us tied to chairs. Like Zelda.
Fitzgerald?
Did you just call the Black Widow a princess? I do like you.
Seriously, am I right?
Sorry, we're supposed to shoot you.
Later for that. First, am I right? Are they stupid?
Hey, wait. They?
Oh, I mean, seems harsh. I don't really want to get in the middle of a girl thing. Is it me, or is the dark-haired one kinda hot? I miss my lady.
Can't imagine why she dumped you, big boy.
I hate you both so much right now. What just happened?
Spider-Woman projects powerful pheromones that are very confusing to men and extraordinary annoying to women.
I do that. That is a thing I do.
So I don't really hate you, I just hate breathing your sweat?
Pretty much sums it up.
It wasn't bad as a plan B. Pity it was Kashmir and not a man. We've got all we are going to get here.
Do you guys think Mr. Schlickeisen is really dead?
If he was alive, she would have tried to sell him to us. I'm sorry.
Then his family deserves a burial. How do we find his body?
We have to track Kashmir Venema.
Hello.
Larry, don't shoot.
Hi, Larry. I'm Dr. Bruce Banner. Miss Venema, I do appreciate your telling Larry here not to fire. That would have been a tactical error.
I know.
Great! Let's chat. I'm having a bit of a day. How about you? What with the global pandemic and all? Then, come to find out, a friend of a friend died in your custody. And correct me if I'm wrong here, you sold the body? Doesn't seem right. Does it? Makes me irritable. Now, give me the name of the person you sold the body to, and I'll get out of your car before I lose my temper.
Dr. June Covington.
Excellent. See how easy that was? I hope one day we can laugh about this. Let's shake.
Leave her alone!
Idiot!
Larry dumb like mine!
Oh God. Oh.
Hulk laugh about this now. Ha ha. Hulk
Yo, halt! I'm peckish, big guy. What say we go get a bite?
Lady Lucky, Hulk wants sandwich now.
The name was Dr. June Covington.
Genius nutter type. Heavy on the nutter.
Heavy on the genius, too.
She's a genuine sociopath. Regards her fellow human beings as roughly equivalent to lab rats, put on Earth so that June can perfect her mutations.
Most of her patients die during the early stages of treatment. Those who don't, she kills to ensure she's the only living person with her advancements. Media gave her the name Toxic Doxy way back when, but I don't think she cares for it much.
What are you eating?
Ibuprofen. If she's got your teacher, she's looking into the genetics behind Terrigenesis. And that is very bad news for all of us.
Oh, good. You're still here. Natasha, I need you in conference room B. Infiltration op.
On it, Cap. Jessica, you have this?
Got it.
If you ladies are done with me for the evening, I have a pandemic to attend to as well.
Go.
Wait! Dr. Banner. Miss Black. Miss Widow? Miss Spy Lady. What do I call you?
Natasha is fine.
I just wanted to thank you. Both of you. All of you. And say I'm so sorry I called you dumb.
You called me dumb?
No.
Okay.
You're welcome. And good luck.
I made that weird.
What's that like?
Can I ask you something?
Is it about boys?
No.
Then yes.
How do I find June Covington?
Come on. Every quasi-legal lab of forbidden science has one of these. Now, there. Excellent. Begin journal recording. One thing I learned from Norman Osborn, thinking out loud works. I simply do not insist on doing that while I drive around in the nude. This healing suit is working too slowly, even with my genetic enhancements. I should shop around while I'm here. Don't go anywhere, sweetheart. 3 broom closets on 1 floor is absurd. I don't care if you use broken glass like confetti. Which, in point of fact, I have. Aha! This is more like it. Well, hello, gorgeous. That's it. That's the new gene you grew in the cocoon.